All right, you're ready to go. Let's warm up. Arms nice and wide. Up to the ceiling. Looking up. And we're going to clasp our hands and push up through the waist. Nice and tall. And we're going to breathe right in. Fill the lungs. And in. And out. And bring our arms around. Big shoulder roll for our first roll down. Chin on the chest. Slide our hands down our legs. Keeping our legs straight the first time. Looking through the tops of the legs. We're just going to float our hands and we're going to pulse down for 3 from the hips. 1, 2, 3. Little bend at the knees. Holding the hands back up the legs. Keeping the chin on the chest. And a big shoulder roll at the top. And again, going down for our roll in the boat. Chin on the chest. Folding down. And float our arms. Grab our elbows. And we are going to straighten one leg and push the other hip out as we row past the straight leg. Like you're in a block kayak in the river or a real kayak in the river. We want to dig that oar down. Lean over to that side. Get everything warmed up. Just straighten that leg, push the other hip out. Warming up the shoulders, knees, hips, ankles, everywhere. 3, 2, last one. Let's bend our knees right down. Pull our face right in. And we're going to roll up nice and slowly. Just with your hands up your body, chin off the chest last. Big shoulder roll. Let's hop off the mat onto a more hard surface. We're going to have a little bend in our front knee. And we're going to just step the other leg behind. You've got your body on a nice angle. Belly button's in. Chest is nice and high. You can have your hands on your hips or Superman, whatever helps you keep your balance. I'm going to go on my hips to start with, see how we go. I'm just going to lift and just tap down that straight leg. Lift, tap, lift. You stare down one part of the floor, keep that balance. 4, 3, 2, hold the last one up. Now you're mindful that you're not lifting that hip of the straight leg. We're going to do little circles here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to turn them around. So we're trying to keep our hips symmetrical. We're not trying to rock through the pelvis. We're just trying to move that leg. 3, 2, 1. And bring the knee in. We're going to swap legs. So little bend in the non-working leg. Take the other leg out straight. Find your balance. Do a lift and lower. Just a little bit off the floor. Maybe 10, 15 centimeters. Lift, lower. Keeping those hips symmetrical. Staring down one part of the floor. 3, 2, last one, hold it up. Little circles. Again, really be mindful that you're not rocking through the hips. 3, 2, 1, other way. 3, 2, 1. You bring your leg in. Okay. You're facing me. We're going to work on the first leg that we had. Oh, it doesn't really matter which one. As long as we're going to do one then the other. So we just lift, lower. Lift, lower. Knees coming to hip height. The foot is staying under the knee. Lift, lower. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. You're keeping your hips facing forward. You're going to open and close. Keeping the leg up, open. If your balance is really terrible, you can drop down, reset, open. In. If you find as you open, your hips are coming over, I want you to stop earlier. Go. 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to swap legs. This hip joint is getting nice and warm now. And lift. Point our toe. And 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one up. Keep the hips facing forward. We're going to open and close. Remember, if your balance is really terrible today, you can drop down, reset. And mine is really terrible today. 3, 2. Last one. See, we're not all perfect all the time. Let's take our, we can go back on the mat now. We're finished with the floor standing. Taking our hands up like we're a rocket ship. And we're going to lean over for a side bend. Doing your side bend, you're making sure that you're staying over. You don't want to let your body fall to the front or fall to the back. So you're coming straight over. That pencil is pointing to the side wall. And up. And over. Oh, it feels so good, that side stretch. And up. So each time, just remember to be mindful that your belly button's pulled in, your chest is nice and high, and that top shoulder is remaining pointing to the ceiling. We'll go 2 more times each side after this side. Really enjoy that stretch. Try to get yourself over that a little bit further each time. Last one each side. Good. Stretch the arms towards that opposite wall. The last side. Okay. I'm going to take yourself over to the one side. I'm going to bring the arm down and then reach back up. We're staying in the side. Get yourself comfortable through that hip. Lift. Lift. Keep your belly button pulled in. Don't let that relax out. Keep your shoulder facing the ceiling. And 3, 2, the last one. And over the other side. Get yourself in position first. Push that hip out. Get yourself comfortable. And then down. And 4, 3, 2, the last one. And beautiful. We're going to take both arms around in a circle in front of us. As you're coming on the outside, feel like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Be mindful of that. So you're making sure that your hands are really facing the opposite wall, and that helps to engage that movement through your lats. And 3, 2, last one. We'll go the other way. Beautiful. Really warming up those shoulders. And 3, 2, the last one. Cool. I'm going to go down on the mat. I'm going to bring my mat a little bit closer. So I always have to tuck my hair into my sports bra because it's that length that gets a little bit annoying. We're going to take our arms up to the ceiling. We're going to make sure our shoulder blades are evenly on the mat, and we're coming down for like a bear hug or tree hug. So your elbows are going out, and you're taking 5, 6 counts to get your elbows to the floor. Your hands are facing the ceiling, and then we're coming back up again. The same. 5, 6 counts. Nice and slowly. It's kind of like you've got a big ball of air and you're trying to contain it. It creates a bit of a resistance in your upper arm. And then that ball, you're trying to stop it from escaping as much as you can as you're opening out your arm. It's not like a mindless activity. There's a bit of stuff going on. We'll do 2 more. Now I know you're all visualizing some big bit of air in your arms. The last one. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take our arms back behind our head, nice and long. Keep our knees bent. We're going to start with our shoulder roll. So hands to the ceiling, imprint your spine, bringing your chin to your chest and your hands just the outside of your knees. And then we're going to release and roll back down. Hands to the ceiling, chin to the chest, imprint to the spine. You have your belly button pulled in. And then lowering that top spine and arms nice and long. And up. And we're making sure that the belly button is pulled in. Hands to the ceiling, chin to the chest. Up we come. Belly button's pulled down. And then just returning the same way. 2 more. The last one. Going to hold it up here. You're going to pulse up for 8. So you're going to take your hands past your shoulders. Up, knees, up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my Lord, over we come. Let's take our legs nice and long. Woo. Okay, we're going to roll up. Now, some of you may not be able to do the roll up properly yet. If you have a small ball, you may place it at the top of your shoulder blades. Otherwise, we're coming up for a pulse at the end. We're going to float our hands, looking at our hands as we come down, lower back, middle back, upper back, nice and long. Hands to the ceiling, chin to the chest, spine is imprinted here. Up we come, pulse. And just keeping an eye on our hands, so we keep that good position. Now we come. And lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, long, ceiling, chin, up. We go 4 more. Beautiful. Lower spine, middle spine, upper spine. Going for the last one. Okay, we're going to come for a shoulder roll, but where I want you to come to is more up. So you are on like a seated, angled seated position. Belly button is in, and we're going to lift our legs lower. Lift, lower. Our upper body is staying as still as we can. 4, 3, 2, last one. And roll down. Woo! That call this morning. And let's come all the way up. Okay. We're going to bend. So let's all bend the knee that is not the camera facing leg. The bent knee, that arm grabs your leg to lift it up. I probably just confused everybody. And we're going to take our arm and open. And open. Open. And 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it out there. You want your leg as straight as you possibly can. You're going to take the other leg long. You're going to lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just bend it. Bring your arm back in. Lower that leg. I'm going to turn around. You're just going to grab your other leg. Sorry. Non-camera leg is the bent. That arm is going to pick up your straight leg. Hopefully that made more sense. Second time around, and it's open. And open. And open. And open. Beautiful. And 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one out. Drop your bent knee. Let's go. Lift. But try not to rock too much through that top body. You want to be lifting through your glute and your quad. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring it in. Bend your knee. I'm just going to turn back around because this is my favorite direction. Excellent. We're going to do rolling like a ball. And I want you to come close to the edge of your mat for the move after. So rolling like a ball, we're going to grab ourselves. I always grab here. Some people like to cuddle around. And we're pulling ourselves into a ball as best as we can. The expectation is you just do the best you can. When I first started doing rolling like a ball, I would roll this way, I would roll that way, I would roll totally. All that matters is that you're rolling back. If you unravel or go sideways, you reset and then you roll again. So we're going to roll. And we're trying to keep ourselves in the ball and we're trying to keep our feet focused. So let's go. Do 8 of these. The fact you're even doing Pilates is amazing. So don't beat yourself up if you can't get the move right. With practice, we all get better. 4, 3, 2. Okay, the last one, I want you to if you're able to, land your knees on your forehead. And then come back. Beautiful. All right, so our next move, I'm going to face you to do for the first time. Is we're going to roll, we're going to place our feet, and we're going to come up. So you can use your hands if you need to. And then we'll be sitting back down and rolling back. So it's easier landing your feet off your mat onto a stable surface. Softness when you're trying to bring your body weight up just doesn't work so good. We're rolling, we're landing, and we're standing. Then if we can, we're going to take ourselves down. You spread your knees to allow for your chest. Place your butt. I don't want to offend anybody with my wording. And down. So if you need to use your hands, just use them. Okay. If you need to use your hands, all I care about is you're getting up. Is you're getting up. If you're getting up. Hard to do things and talk at the same time sometimes. And you're getting down. Okay. It's focus. And 3 more. Up. Down. I lost count, so let's do 1 more. And down. Beautiful. All right. We're going to do some rollover work, and then we're going to do some bridges, and that will be the last part of the laying position. All right. This start for all levels. So we're going to start with our knees bent. Hands are down on the mat. Elbows down on the mat. So you're digging your elbows in and pushing your shoulders down. It's the main part of this movement a lot, and making sure your hands stay down. We're going to bring our legs into tabletop, push our hands down, and lift our butt up. Even if you just get to here, I'm happy. Don't let your shoulders lift up on the way down. The main part is push those shoulders down on the up and the down. So if that's where you are, that's where you are. What we want to do, if you can do more than that, is take our knees over and bring them to our forehead. Keep your shoulders down. Be really mindful as you come back to tabletop and over. That's level 2. If you're capable of more than that, we're taking our legs long, straight, up, over. And keeping our legs close to our body as we come back. So we're going to do 4 more of wherever you are. You are either lifting your butt, taking yourself over, or doing a full roll. And let's do 1 more for good measure. Beautiful. All right, wherever we were, from there, we're going to just go into butt lifted. We're going to place our hands here. I'm presuming that everybody can do this section. We're going to take our feet up to the ceiling. We're just going to bend them down, parallel over your face. Up, down, up, down, up. Four, 3, 2, last one. Now, if you're not able to get your butt up here, sorry, I should have mentioned, let's just do that from the ground or have a ball underneath our butt. We're going to open our legs. So this is like the lowest level of inversion because your heart is over your head. And this is fantastic for cardio. You've just got that blood just pumping from your heart to your head right now. We're gonna open. And 4. I don't have my feet fully right up to the ceiling. I'm probably at about 65 degrees. 2. Last one. Bend our knees, lower our hands, and roll down. Beautiful. We're going to do some. So roll over is one of the hardest moves of Pilates. So if you manage to have your legs straight up and over, awesome. If you're just managing to get your butt up, it's just the start. We'll get you there. Keep doing my videos. Okay, we're going to do our shoulder bridge and then change position. So we'll do our lower back arch. Usually you'll have, a hand space and your arch. I want you to just rotate your hips a little bit so you can get, say, 2-3 hands under. Pull your belly button in and then rotate the hips in front of the whole spine. And rotate. I don't focus on breath in my classes, but I am presuming that you just continue to breathe. There are some moves where I will talk about breath, but the expect for myself is that your movement improves, because my primary goal is to help people step into tomorrow better. And arch and imprint. A little rotation of the hips. I'll put up the buttons in. 3 more. The last one. Beautiful. We're going to go all the way up for our full bridge. So I like to get a big arch, get our shoulders off here. We're looking at the wall behind us. And then we're going to imprint the whole spine, scoop up our pelvis, and up we go. Your belly button is in, your chin is basically on your chest. We're looking up over your knees. And then we're going to roll down like we're a piece of dough rolling. Oh, so good. And up. Big arch. And down. The reality is you could easily do a 45-minute class or longer completely on the mat. Just laying on your back. But I like to do a full body workout, so we do make sure we get some full point healing and some side lying in. And if we have time, some laying on your stomach. We won't be doing that today. And big arch, belly button's in here. Imprint. Your belly button is in basically this whole move. It's in here. We're rolling down. We're still holding that belly button in. Belly button's in here. You might release a little bit as you do your transition for your hips. And we've got 3 more like this. Okay, your last one you're going to hold up. Beautiful. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Now, if you're just beginning, I just want you to lift your foot and lower. If you've been doing Pilates longer than that, you can go to tabletop and lower. If you've got more strength than that, I want you to go up, keep it straight, up. You choose your level. Don't choose too easy. You come here to make a difference in your body. 4, 3, 2, the last one. Bend the knee down. Okay, so again, we're going on to the other leg now. You're either just lifting, going to tabletop, or straight up, keeping the leg long. Choose your level. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bend your knee, push your hips up, 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 up to the ceiling, making sure you're pulling that belly button down, and then we're rolling. Come up. I'm going to 4-point kneeling. I hope everybody's sweating because I am. All right, 4-point kneeling. We have our hands directly underneath our shoulders, our knees directly underneath our hips. If you have a mirror and you look like a box. We're going to start with some cat-cow. Cat-cow. We're going to arch our back up to the ceiling, pulling our belly button in, and we're pushing our chest out through the shoulders, looking through the top of our thighs. And dropping our belly button down, rotating our tail up into the sky and dropping our chest through the shoulders. Looking up slightly. And swap. And swap. We're pushing the spine up towards the ceiling, looking through the tops of the legs, pushing the chest through the shoulders and pulling our belly button in. A lot going on. Dropping our belly button down to the mat, our tail is up to the sky, lifting up slightly, which allows our chest to drop through the shoulders. I'm going to do 4 more. Push up, get as much space as you can. Dropping that belly button down. So here, you can imagine you're getting a big C. And then here, you're making a big J. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to take our hands on a bit of a diagonal here. We're going to tuck our toes at the behind. What we're going to do is we're doing a plank. So we're going to shift and then lift. And that's it. We don't want our bums coming up in the air. We're not lifting. We're just lifting the knees up. And then we're going to come back for an active child's pose, which is your butt staying up in the air and your arms staying straight and your forehead coming down to the mat. And then we're going to come forward, drop the hips for your shift. Just lift the knees for your lift. Down. I'm just going to say butt, and I'm going to hope that's not offending anyone. Your butt is staying up, not going all the way to your feet. Arms are staying long. Shift, lift, lower, straighten. Shift, lift, lower. And the other thing to be mindful of is when you go to the shift, you're keeping your core strong. And when you lift, you're keeping your core strong. Now I'm going to try and do what some people do, but my core is always strong, so it'll be hard. But some people, they kind of have everything dropped, and that's going to put pressure on your lower back. So you keep your belly button strong. And you will notice it actually becomes easier to do that move. So from here, keep your belly button in as you shift, keep your belly button in as you lift, and it saves a lot of pressure on that lower back. We're going to do 2 more. And the last one. Beautiful. And flatten your feet and bring your hands in a little bit closer. And you're going to have your elbows facing the wall that you're looking at. And we're going to drop ourselves down some and lift. You're not going to get your elbows all the way to the floor. You're keeping your elbows on the right, tucked in, and lift. Keep your belly button strong. Lift. Tricep exercise. Bring your face as close to the mat as you can, but you're still keeping that core strong. You're not like collapsing. Strong. 2. Last one. And back. This time, walk your hands back, let your feet go, let your bottom go on your feet. I'm so concerned about this word now. Let's open our legs. We're going to open our legs for a wide leg child's pose, and we're going to take ourselves right open for a side stretch. And we're going to come to the other side. And we're going to come for some side lying. My hair always ends up a mess, and I don't apologize. It's what happens when you're working hard. So, side lying. We have our beautiful A-frame, elbows in line with your hip. Shoulder is just right at your ear. Your hips are on top of each other. Basically, you're a pencil. Belly button's pulled in. Nothing is coming forward. Nothing is coming back. I'm going to lift and lower. Just a slight lift. So if you lift too high, you compromise your position. 3, 2, the last one. We're going to bring the leg to the front. We're keeping our core as still as we can. So bring yourself nice and high. Pull your belly button in, and we're doing a rainbow. If you find that everything up here is wobbling, bring your foot lower to the ground and really control your top body so that you're using all the right muscles down in your leg. So, around 4, 3, just be really mindful, you're not rocking through the top body. 2, last one. I'm going to hold the leg to the front as much as we possibly can. Turn your ankle so your foot, the toe is facing the floor. We lift and lower. This is a love to hate one, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee in. Give yourself a whack if you need it. Let's swap sides. Okay, we get our beautiful A-frame. Pick our leg long, making sure hips are on top of each other, belly button's in. Let's lift it more. Four, 3, 2, last one. Going to bring that foot to the forward, and we are going to keep that top body still and do our rainbow. So we've got that, I didn't mention, is that the bottom leg is bent as a good base. And 4, 2, last one. And we're going to bring it as toe to the floor, and let's lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. And beautiful. I'm going to finish off with a seated move. Our legs are nice and wide. Now, if this is too hard, then you'll have the foot tucked in and do 4 to one side, and then 4 to the other side. So I'll do some each way. We're having our arms out, and you feel like you're pushing air behind. So have your hands facing the wall behind you, and we push the air away and push the air away. So if you have your legs bent, push. You're still doing both sides. Now, if you had your leg bent, now you swap to the other leg. And you're 4 more. And 2. Last. We're going to do one slightly difficult move. So our position will be hands are behind us, like we're leaning back, and you've got your shoulders back and chest up. Legs are out on the wide. I'm just going to show from this angle what it is like. We're just going to lift our hips. It sounds harder than it actually is. So now I'm going to face, hopefully the mirror shows a little bit, and let's lift our hips. And down. Three, 2, the last one. Beautiful. And now we're ready for Mermaid. We're hopping in our Z sit. Take our A-frame. And hands going straight up to the ceiling. Again, you don't want to be falling to the front or to the back. Shoulder is facing up to the ceiling. And swap sides. Got your A-frame up to the ceiling. Shoulders, elbow staying facing the ceiling. And we're trying to improve our posture. We want to make sure that we're keeping the positions correct. One more. The Z sit. If you can't Z sit, then you cross your legs. Have like, both legs long. As long as you're able to lean over to the side, you can have your A-frame then. And if you can't, if it's too hard for your shoulder, you can be up. And swap. And last time. Let's come up for our roll downs. We're going to take our shoulders over. Chin on the chest, same as at the beginning. Fold ourselves down, looking through the tops of the legs. Float your arms. Let's pulse down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Bend the knees slightly. You should have found that you were way closer to the mat than when you first began the class. Big shoulder roll. Everything should feel a bit looser. Hopefully a lot looser, but let's just start with a bit. We're going to roll down. Fold those hands down the legs. Keep the chin on the chest. A little bend in the knee this time. I'm going to float our arms. We're doing what's called baby elephant. Just a little sway of the hips and the knees. A little sway of the arms. Moving through the legs. Taking some deep breaths. Getting yourself ready for your day or your night. 4, 3. Don't be like too rushed in this. Last second. I'm going to bend our knees right down, 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 down again, and hopefully over your back feels a lot looser. We're going to come up nice and slowly, keeping that chin on the chest. Be mindful because we did some inversions. Possibility of a head spin as you're coming up. 2 big shoulder rolls. That which way? Coming back the other way. Now our hugs. Up high first. Because you've made that time for you. Just love to yourself. Check it out. And the other way. In class,